Some kids are making history before they even finish high school. We have 4 inspiring stories of incredible young talents who are proving that age is no barrier to greatness. From a 12-year-old painter creating masterpieces, a 14-year-old rock climber scaling new heights, a boy that broke the ESPN March Madness Bracket Challenge, and a teenage CEO doing things I simply never could. Get ready to meet the next generation of young stars.
Sometimes they say, oh, a kid did it, it's not worth anything. Lots of people say that 12-year-olds are such an annoying age. Critics say that I'm like Jackson Pollock. And they say it as a compliment, but I want to be known for my own style, not being compared to someone else. My name is Alita Andre, I'm an abstract painter, and I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
At only 12 years old, Alita has been in the industry for over a decade.
I started painting when I was 9 months old. My dad put a canvas down on the floor because he used to paint a little bit. I just started crawling on the canvas and started painting before him. That's how everything started. That was my first painting. Well, my first show was at the age of 2 years old.
Without telling the gallery owner her age, her mother presented the work and Alita was booked for her first show. Since then, she has taken her art across the globe and has sold paintings for around $35,000 US.
I've been to London, Russia, Japan, New York, Italy, China, where else? Hong Kong, but 4 times. I paint every few days, but mainly when I'm inspired. When I paint, I usually think about the universe, I think about animals, pretty much everything that has to do with nature. With the violins on the canvas, I want to show that the whole universe is singing.
Although Alita's young, she understands the harsh critics in the art world.
When people question my talent, usually I don't mind because I think that everyone should have their own opinion.
But there is one critic whose opinion does matter.
So Fluffy is our little pet art critic. He usually starts biting me or biting the painting if he doesn't like it. My mum and dad encouraged my art and I'm so happy. So I definitely think that I'm going to be doing painting for the rest of my life. It's something that I love so much.
Right after school, I just try to run to the gym so I can climb. It's a dangerous sport, but the only thing that I'm afraid of is not being able to get to the top. With climbing, I don't think that it really matters with how big you are. If you're smaller, you can hold on longer, and your hands might be smaller, so you can fit more fingers on hold. I started climbing in Central Park when I was 6 years old. Now I don't think I can live without it. When you're close to the top of the climb you're trying to do, your forearms usually feel like they're gonna explode and they're gonna burst open and you feel like you have to let go. But with climbing, you just can't let go. I think that climbing it's obviously a sport, but it's also like a dance. You sort of have to be able to flow up the wall and come up with your own technique to get to the top. I think people are shocked if I do something that they can't do or something because I'm still really young and I'm a girl. So doing something that even if a guy can't do is pretty special.
Sam Holtz was 12 years old when he won ESPN's 2015 March Madness Bracket Challenge.
I had the best bracket out of 11.57 million people.
What if we told you this bracketology prodigy doesn't even watch college basketball?
Before the tournament, I really don't watch any college basketball.
This time last year, young Sammy was filling out his winning NCAA tournament bracket along with millions of other Americans. Sam, what was your strategy for success?
Well, I just filled out who I think is gonna win.
Was there a science to your picks?
No, it's just pick whoever you want to win. There's no science, just that simple.
Maybe Sammy's mom has an idea.
I think he was lucky.
All right, let's take a closer look at some of Sammy's predictions. Why pick 11 seed UCLA to make the Sweet 16?
Because I visited their campus and I really liked their college.
Or 7 seed Michigan State to make the Final Four?
Tom Izzo, the coach, is Italian and I'm kind of Italian too, so.
Or Wisconsin to upset then undefeated Kentucky?
It kind of gets boring to watch the same team win and win every year, and I wanted to see to do that.
You must really love basketball.
I'm more of a baseball, football guy. Baseball is my main sport.
How is this possible? I mean, what are the chances of filling out a perfect bracket? We consulted bracket expert Mike Magazine.
Somewhere in some number of quintillions.
Thanks, Professor Magazine. Any advice for the millions of Americans you'll probably beat out again this year?
Just pick who you think is going to win and go with your gut.
Remind us why we should listen to you?
Because I won it last year.
There you have it. Pick the schools you visited, don't listen to the experts, and don't watch any college basketball. And you too can reach the promised land, just like Sammy Holtz.
It's not that difficult to be a young CEO. Sometimes people mistake me as an adult. People are generally supportive about what I'm doing, and I get a lot of pretty interesting advice from people. I'm Hilary Yip, I'm 14 and I live in Hong Kong. I'm the founder and CEO of Minor Minus. Minor Minus started as a language learning app where we connect kids from all over the world for us to learn in a peer-to-peer environment and to make friends from across borders. Right now we've got users from more than 50 countries and counting. I think that we kids are neglected on the market with either video games or educational products. Minor Minus wants to be the middle ground where we're able to have fun by getting you to connect with new friends while being able to learn something new. When I was 10 years old, my Chinese was appalling, and my mom finally had it and sent my brother and I to a Chinese summer camp. It went very well because we had no choice but to speak in Mandarin. And a couple months later, when I saw an entrepreneurship competition for kids, I wondered if I could bring that experience online so that all us kids can learn languages in a more effective manner. After the competition, someone approached me and said that he'd love to be my mentor if I wanted to continue my idea. So I jumped at the chance.
What is Minor Minus able to do? First of all, we are able to provide a safe environment for kids.
The best thing about being a CEO is the freedom and the flexibility. What I do on a day-to-day basis is generally pitching, developing investor decks, talking to investors, talking to customers, writing up our vision for the future, and executing upon marketing plans. Outside of school hours, I tend to just prioritize my tasks with Minor Minus. So after I get everything done, I get to read, I get to debate, and when my friends are in town, I get to hang out with them. My family has been very, very supportive. So whether that's my mom learning with me throughout the whole journey of Minor Minus, because none of us have worked on a startup before. There will always be people who tell you that you can't, whether it's because of your age, your gender, where you're from. But what we can do is to continue working on what we're doing. That's the only way we can prove them wrong.